want to, hello. Welcome. So if you have any funding questions at all, I'm here to answer them. So what I'll do though, while I'm here, you can stop me at any time and ask any questions you may have. I just want to talk about being prepared for 2026. Just a few things you need to set yourself up. Do something you've never done before, because before I got into this space, I never did it myself, right? I'll put down like, oh yeah, I want to make $100,000 this year. I want to make $200,000 this year. But I never really had a well thought out economic plan. What is that? That's setting a dollar amount, that's setting a goal, that's setting a belief system, that's setting up a complete strategy from month to month on how you plan on making that money. You can sit up and you can say, hey, I want $100,000, or you can say $1 million, right? It's a few ways you can look at that. I love Grant Cardone's book, The 10X Rule. What I like about it is that he says set a rule or a dollar amount or a goal, and then you 10X it. So you can say I want 100 customers for the year 2026. 10X it. I want to secure and close 1,000 people, on my high ticket or on my plan or on my thing in 2026. So if you say I want to make $250,000, you 2X it and say you want 2.5 million, because his idea is the same effort is going to take to set a $250,000 goal is the same for a $2.5 million goal, right? You just need to think more. It causes you to think bigger. You see what I mean? Just as long as you have something written out. And what I've learned is when you have something written out, it's crazy. It sometimes comes true. I've done it a lot. I've made it a habit over the years just to write down my New Year's goal, write down everything. Don't even really have it fully written out. But what's crazy is when I go back and look at it, it's accomplished. I'm like, oh my God, I accomplished everything on this list. Check. But here's what I want you to do, and I want you to be mindful of. Thinking about a funding goal and a strategy is real. You may not have the blueprint. That's what I'm here for. But if you think that funding is not possible for you, you're 100% wrong. Business funding and credit is possible for any and everybody. You just need the right strategy. You need to understand what banks are looking for. You need to first think and understand it as possible. How do we do that? Okay. What do you want to accomplish, right? What do you want? Do you want to buy a business? Do you want to become fundable? Because that's what I think it starts. A lot of us don't even know what we want to do. But if you have an idea of being an entrepreneur of any sort, get about the business of thinking about what it is you want to do. I would say start looking at companies, start doing your due diligence, like which companies are going to sustain this AI and automations era. What are they? My opinion and my understanding is service-based companies, home health care, medical facilities, home health care companies, medical facility, HVAC companies, electrician companies, door and service industries like door removal, lawn services, laundromats, things that, even if you get an automated laundromat, that's what's up. See what I mean? In the right location, you can kill. Automatic self car wash service, pest control, and what I've learned here in Atlanta, outside pest control for your home. Oh my God, I didn't even know that was a thing, because I'm used to brick homes, you know what I mean? Come to Atlanta in an environment with a bunch of trees. It's a lot of business opportunities out here. That's all I have to say. But did you know all you need to understand is how to become fundable, and you can leverage that and not even put any money out of pocket down and acquire a business that's already profitable? Yes. Yes. In the process of doing it for 2 people right now, and it's so exciting. So exciting. One person is acquiring a restaurant, another one a medical facility, right? We're trying to get another one to get an HVAC company. I mean, very powerful things. And what is happening is the people are just leveraging their credit, understanding and using the strategies. People do not know we can literally make your dreams come true. I literally had someone say that to me today. She was like, oh my God, you are literally making my dreams come true. I'm like, girl, we need to have a ribbon cutting, you know. So get close to the campfire. Understand that you can buy a business that's already profitable. You do not need to bootstrap it and struggle for years, and it may not even do well. You know what I mean? This is not of the era or the time of trying to figure things out. People are leveraging AI and they're getting right to it real fast, real quick. Okay? You need to understand that the old way of doing things are done. And I was watching and reading an article, and it flat out said that AI is going to make more millionaires in the next 5 years than the internet did over the past 20. So it's like 10xing and compounding the internet era, the information era. It's time. All right. So I'm here to help you reach your funding and your financial potential. Take that financing and that money and that funding and that economic plan that you have, leverage it, buy a business, structure yourself out, protect it, start it, grow it, protect it, grow it, transfer it. All right. That is what is known as legacy. All right. Trust. Setting up a trust could be the best thing could ever happen to you. Even if you don't have much to pass down, just putting your home in a trust can open you up as an older person to qualify for Medicare. You know what I mean? And qualify for food stamps and qualify for discounts. You know what I mean? Your taxes is paid for it over the years. Did you know that? Probably not. You know what I mean? So if you have any funding questions, I am happy to answer them for you. I'm just getting new here on TikTok, and I will be coming live. So be on the lookout for me. So save me. All right. And make sure that you come see me. I'm going to find a consistent time to come. I'm thinking like 8 o'clock, but I'll be here. And I know Friday night is not the night. Y'all probably outside. I'm not. Okay, it's Funding Friday for me. It's one of my favorite days of the week. It's typically the time when the bankers go ahead and approve things. You know what I mean? Before the weekend. That's what I like. So this is what I will leave you with. Think of a well economic plan for yourself. Write it out. Think about it. How much money do I plan to make in 2026? How will I make that money? By what date will I arrive to this amount? Okay. What actionable steps do I need to take to achieve it? Okay. Do you have some form of spiritual grounding? If you do, whatever it is, I encourage you to use it and apply it. Okay, knowing a lot of stuff spiritually and not actually putting it into practice is just, I mean, hey. And then that's what's funny to me, right? You meet some of the most religious people, right, that I know. Like, for an example, in my family, they be quoting the Bible and they know all the stories in the Bible, and they all ready to quote and correct you on your life. And then as soon as they hit a crisis, I don't know what to do. And you know what I say? I'll be like, girl, you got a church family. Go ahead. It's time to apply that faith. right? Let's put it into action. You know what I mean? This is what it looks like. Faith is belief. But what's funny is when it's time to put it to apply it, that's when people get scared. I don't know what to do. Oh no, you know what to do. This is what it looks and feels like moving by faith. I think some of the most spiritual people in the world that I've ever encountered are entrepreneurs, because we're someone that took an idea and actually stuck with it and committed to it, and we saw it through its fruition. That's God revealing himself. So when people say, oh, do you believe in God? Right? Yeah, I do. There's certain levels to this. Certain people believe in God from a religious perspective, or they just believe in God or just have him there. I've had God reveal himself. I've experienced revelation several times in my life. I've had things happen that I had no words for. It's some things that I kept to myself because it was so miraculous that people wouldn't even believe it. And I didn't want people to think I was crazy. So it starts what I now understand with understanding what you want, getting clear on what you want, how you want it, when you want it, what it looks like, and then recognize it when it shows up. That part. So the beginning part is getting clear on that, but then when it's time to go ahead and execute it and put it into action, that's when people get nervous. And that's where I come in at. That's why you need to have the right environment around you, right? And I know Diddy isn't a fan of people, but I remember he came to Atlanta here in Invest Fest a couple of years ago, and I heard him say something quite powerful. He said, you are as successful as your team and the people you choose to surround yourself with. That is the realest quote I've ever heard in my life, because you're not going no further than your circle, and you're not going any further than the team you choose. All right. Your team is highly important with getting you across that goal. Okay. There's no such thing as self-made millionaires. Someone helped these people get there. Okay. There's no such thing as self-made. All right. You need people to get you across, mentors, people, resources, actions. You have to have a why. Why do you need a why? Because when things don't look like they're going to happen for you, you need to have a reason to keep going. And the only thing that's going to help you with that is your why. Like, how strong is your why? Why are you doing this? Why do you deserve that goal? There was something quite powerful that I got from Les Brown. That noise. It's quite powerful. So I want you to cross over to the funding side. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Who here? Yeah, you have any questions? Go ahead and ask any questions you may have. Oh, this is good. Man, this is the best thing I ever got. This thing right here for tea. If y'all real tea people, this is what's up. So here's what I'll leave you with. So for 2026, I'll talk about this throughout the end of the year. I want you to audit yourself. Search your name, Google your business, make sure all business records match, make sure your category is on point, make sure you understand basic underwriting. If you don't, just hit me up. We can hop on a call, do a funding strategy, and we can make this happen. All right. So today is Friday. Everything is doing amazing. It's Funding Friday. Good things happen